So the next definition is specific gravity of solids. It is defined as denoted with G and defined as weight of a given volume of solids to the weight of an equivalent volume of water. So weight of an equivalent volume of water means the unit weight of water, and this is the weight of solids divided by volume of solids is the unit weight of solids. So it can be written as gamma S upon gamma W. Next is the mass specific gravity. It is denoted with G. It is equal to the bulk unit weight divided by unit weight of water. So now we'll see some important relationships derived using a phase diagram, and between these parameters what we saw. First is the relationship between water content, weight of solids and total weight. It is solid, water, air, and we know water content is equal to the volume weight of water to the weight of solids. So if it is Ws, then weight of water is equal to weight water content times weight of solids, W times Ws. This is Ws, and this is also equal to the total weight. So I can write here total weight is equal to weight of solids plus weight of water, and total weight is equal to weight of solids plus weight of water is this, and from here weight of solids is equal to total weight divided by 1 by small w. This is the first relationship. Similarly, we can write for volume of solids and total volume. Solid, water, air, and if this is volume of solids, so from the definition of void ratio we know that volume of voids upon volume of solids. From here volume of voids is equal to E time volume of solids. This is equal to EVS. So from here total volume is equal to volume of solids plus volume of voids, and total volume is equal to volume of solids plus EVS. From here volume of solids is equal to total volume divided by 1 plus E. Next is the relationship between porosity and void ratio. So the porosity is equal to volume of voids to the total volume. So again from here solid, water, cyst, and E is equal to volume of void to the volume of solids. And from here I can write volume of voids is equal to E times volume of solids, and N is equal to volume of voids divided by total volume is equal to volume of voids plus volume of solids. So N is equal to EVS divided by EVS plus VS, which is from where N is equal to E upon 1 plus E, because N VS will cancel out. So this is the relationship between N and E, and if we solve it for E, so from here E is equal to N upon 1 minus N. Next is the relationship between specific gravity, water content, degree of saturation and void ratio. This is a very important relationship and it will be used many times. This is solid, water, air, and if I consider the volume of solids to be 1, so the weight of solids will be equal to, we know the specific gravity is equal to weight of solids to the volume of solids into unit weight of water. So if Vs is equal to 1, so Ws is equal to Gs gamma W, which is Gs gamma W. And from here, if Ws is equal to Gs gamma W, then weight of water will be equal to water content times Gs gamma W. This is Wgs gamma W, because water content is weight weight of water to the weight of solids. So weight of water content times weight of solids will be equal to the weight of water, and the degree of saturation is defined as the volume of water filled with water divided by volume of voids. So if the volume of solids is equal to 1, then volume of voids will be equal to, from porosity, from the void ratio we know volume of void divided by volume of solids. So if volume of solids is equal to 1, then volume of voids will be equal to E. So I can write it as volume of water divided by E. Now unit weight of water, we know that gamma W is equal to weight of water to the volume of water, and weight of water is given as Wgs gamma W. So volume of water will be equal to Wgs, and if I put this value in this equation, so we'll get S equal to Wgs divided by E, hence S equal to Wgs. Next is the bulk unit weight in terms of G gamma W E. So bulk unit weight is equal to total weight on total volume. So again from the phase diagram, if I say this is 1, then volume of voids will be equal to E, and weight of solids will be equal to Gs gamma W, and weight of water will be equal to W Gs gamma W. And so from here total weight is equal to Gs gamma W plus WGS gamma W divided by total volume is equal to 1 plus E. So gamma T is equal to, if we take common Gs gamma W, that is 1 plus W Gs gamma W upon 1 plus E. This is one relation. And as we saw earlier, WGS SE equal to WGS. So if we put this value here, so gamma T is equal to Gs gamma W plus SE gamma W divided by 1 plus E. And from here gamma T is equal to Gs plus SE gamma W upon 1 plus E. Now from this equation only we can find the other unit weights, that is dry unit weight. For dry unit weight, saturation degree of saturation is equal to 0. So if I put it here, so gamma D is equal to Gs gamma W upon 1 plus E. And for saturated unit weight, S is equal to 1. So gamma saturated is equal to Gs plus E gamma W divided by 1 plus E. And the next is submerged unit weight. So submerged unit weight, we know it is given as gamma submerged is equal to gamma saturated minus gamma W. So if we put it here, gamma submerged is equal to G plus E upon 1 plus E gamma W minus gamma W. From here gamma submerged is equal to Gs minus 1 upon 1 plus E gamma W. After that, there is a relationship between gamma D, gamma T and water content. So gamma T is equal to total weight upon total volume, which we can write as weight of solids plus weight of water divided by volume of solids plus volume of water plus volume of air. We don't need it, so we can just keep it as V. So from the water content we know that it is volume of weight of water to the weight of solids. So weight of water is equal to W times weight of solids. So if we put it here, so it is weight of solids plus W weight of solids by the total volume. And from here Ws will be common. So weight of solids to total volume is the dry unit weight, and it will be into 1 plus water content. So from here dry unit weight is equal to bulk unit weight divided by 1 plus water content. And these are the main relationships which we will use further in our applications and in various other topics. So that's it for this lecture.